Welcome to How to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Historic infamous card. Vanity's Emptiness.
Chapter 1.
Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the infamous card Vanity's Emptiness. With that being said, let's get on with the rest of the video.
Chapter 2.
Well, as you can see in front of you, we have both Vanity's Emptiness and Vanity's Fiend. First, let's talk about Vanity's Emptiness. It's a continuous trap and let's read that effect. Neither player can special summon monsters. If this card is sent from the deck or the field to your graveyard, destroy this card. Indeed, that is the case. When we look at this effect, it is quite simple. It affects both players. And the fact that it affects both players, we would think that this would be an alright card, right?
That's kinda the truth!
But in the end, this card is infamous and it got itself banned. While true, there are ways to destroy it, as you know, when a monster leaves the field, or when a card leaves the field, it destroys itself. But at the time that this card was released, and even back then, special summoning wasn't something we did often. And even when we did it, it was really quite special. The fact that you just couldn't special summon as much made this card even more impactful than it is already. And even now, I think this is a card that cannot come back. Yet, we had a card, as you can see on the screen there, called Vanity's Fiend. Vanity's Fiend has this effect: cannot be special summoned. Neither player can special summon monsters. Yes, let's look at both these cards. Both of them have the same effects. The trap version of the card is banned, yet the monster version is still legal to this very day. Why is that the case? They both have the same effect. Both do the same thing. I think the major difference is that with Vanity's Emptiness as a trap, at the time there weren't very many ways of backer removal at the time when Vanity's Emptiness was legal in the game.
Facts.
We only had Mystical Space Typhoon at the time, so it meant that getting rid of the card was really quite difficult. And yeah, sure, there is a clause that says it destroys itself when a card is sent from the deck or the field to the graveyard. But how often was this happening, especially in the time when this card was released? That wasn't really the case here. It can be argued now that, there is a way that, the card can come back nowadays, as there's plenty of ways of sending cards from the deck or graveyard to the hand. So it's not exactly difficult, right? But here's the thing. It's still a floodgate in a sense, and it's still quite powerful, and so it should be banned. Yet we have the monster version of Vanity's Emptiness with Vanity's Fiend. This card, however, even though it has the same effect, but notice how it's very easy to get rid of it, or to deal with that effect. The fact that it's just a continuous effect, meaning that there are very many ways back then, and even now, to deal with it. Back then, we had Breakthrough Skill, and other cards there to deal with it, like, Lightning Vortex, Dark Hole, Raigeki, Special Hurricane. There are very many ways of dealing with this card. And now in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Infinite Impermanence. We still have Breakthrough Skill. You have Dark Hole, Lightning Storm, Raigeki. There's so many other cards that can deal with this, to the point of Forbidden Chalice. You get the general idea. There are very many ways of dealing with this card, unlike Vanity's Emptiness at the time. And this is part of the reason why Vanity's Fiend can stay and Vanity's Emptiness, well, it just needs to go. And I think that's all I've got to say about Vanity's Emptiness.
Final chapter.
And here we are at the conclusion. So all I want to say is that when it comes to banned cards. Vanity's Emptiness is one of those cards that I feel still deserves to be banned. While, yes, in modern times, there are ways to get rid of it, at the end of the day, it's still just a floodgate. And floodgate Yu-Gi-Oh is not Yu-Gi-Oh that we should have in the game whatsoever. And that's all I've got to say in this video. Tune in next time as I'll talk about more things on this channel. Hope to see you soon.
We come to the end of this video. So, as I like to say, you are one step closer to becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh master. My fate, right, is in your hands.